This isn't very topical, but screw it. I love FE7 footage, and I'm gonna use it. FE7 is one of my favorite Fire Emblem games, but it has a number of flaws and outdated things that I would like to see given the good old HD fixaroo. I picked 7 very, very improbable wishes that I think would make this game the best modern Fire Emblem game, hands down. Fix the Lynn mode tutorial. The Lynn mode tutorial is very jarring to experience. I much prefer tutorials in other mainline Fire Emblem games where a note appears and a character has to throw away dialogue. Taking control away from the player during gameplay is easily one of the biggest gameplay sins of all time. It's a total pace breaker and pulls you right out of the experience. Lynn talks directly to the camera, reaches out the TV, grabs the controller out of your hands, starts backseat gaming, like telling you how to play the game. That's just crazy, like let me play my game. I don't think they took away the tutorial feel of Lynn mode, but better integrate it so that it feels fun to play, or at least not actively annoying. Fix Lynn. Lynn is the most dog shit. Okay, let me calm down. But Lynn pisses me off so much. Give her some defense, give her some HP, give her some attack. Why does my girl have 4 dump stats? What is the purpose for that? Give her a personal skill so she doesn't have only like 30 avoiding against brigands, my nigga? Like, why is she getting 2-tapped by brigands? That's crazy. Like, when I was like recording this footage, I actually had to restart the Dorcas chapter. That was the first time I've game over in Lynn mode, I think. And I'm like, how do you get 2-tapped by brigands?
How you do that? What the hell is going on?
Like, give her some con so she can actually wield Soulkati. Like, she can't even wield steel swords. Like, she can't double with anything. Like, with like the heavier weapons that actually have might on them, you know? We can pretty much only use Monikati on her or Killing Edge, something like that. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. I'm tired of Effie in general not allowing girls to be good because they are smaller and therefore cannot swing swords as fast. Like, do you hear this? Like, it's just bullshit. Fix Lynn's con. Well, at least Lynn's a sword unit. So I have to say that. Imagine being Tamara and being a lance unit with low con. It's over. It's over. I don't know why Fire Emblem does my ethnic ponytail queens like this. Bullshit. Fix Lynn Story. Okay, this hopefully is my last Lynn related point. Lynn Story is pretty good. I like the vibe. It's campy. I like Linus's Legion. That was some good shit right there. I hope in the remake they add more to it. It does definitely give the vibes of early Echoes with Alm and the villagers. Isolka and her small band from Novus. Just like everyone's friends, everything's campy, everyone's having a good time, which is a feel like you don't really get from most of the Fire Emblem games. They're usually a lot more dry. I would like to see the dynamics expand on a little bit. Like, I want Florina to be more terrified of Will. I don't know, I just need to see like the gang vibing a little bit more. I need to see Sane trying to rizz up Ninian.
Bang me smelling like onion smoothie.
They just don't get any scenes of that. I want to see more of those dynamics. Speaking of Ninian and the overarching plot of Fire Emblem 7, Lynn mode does not really connect super well to the rest of the plot. Yes, I know Lynn encounters the siblings in the Black Fang, but it doesn't feel as impactful as it should have been. We also don't learn a whole lot about Ninian and Nils while they're in the party, and Eliwood just shows up. These feel more like Disney celebrity cameos than actual story beats.
Zach, I'd like you to meet my little brother, Dwight Howard. So, little brother, hey!
It's just rather unnatural and a bit too fast-paced, so I would have liked to see these moments built up a little bit more and develop a little bit more. Ninian and Nils need some extra cutscenes. Lynn, Nils, and Eliwood, they need so much more presence for it to really feel cohesive and for it to better connect to the second half of the game. Additionally, let's give Lynn something to do in part 2 of the game. If the way that Ninian, Nils, and Eliwood feel like Disney cameos, Lynn feels like the Super Mario Bros. Ones.
I'm just Lynn.
Hey Mario, look, it's Lynn from Smash Bros. We play in mode all the time. Mario and I love iron swords. What are you doing in Eliwood's route?
It's so goddamn random. She's just there. She really has no reason to be here besides, I don't fucking know, her paying a debt to Elliewood, and it's pretty lame. Like, if I'm going into more detail about this, she's going because she wants to stop Marquez Laus. He was going after her granddad. Like, that's the reason that she's going. After we get Marquez Laus out, what else is there other than repaying a debt to Elliewood? Because, like, you're my friend.
Fucking cringe.
That's fine and all that. It's in character for Lynn, but it's not very engaging because it's not really about Lynn having a real motivation. It's more about, I'm helping out Elliewood, which is lame. Give Lynn a reason to be there. That would be cool. Maybe something about the Taliver bandits, maybe Ravaging Decay leads into Nurgle's plan somehow. There's a ton of ways it could go down, but this is not an FD7 rewrite, so I'll leave that to your guys' imagination. Unless you want me to take a crack at an FD7 rewrite, I would love to do that. Like and subscribe! Also, let's Lynn resolve her family drama outside of her Wallace A support. Now that shit should have been a Paralog related to main quest in some way. I still like Wallace's keel stealing, at least partially, but this needed some more screen time to show how Lynn is not built for vengeance. We largely are supposed to disagree with his preaching without seeing Lynn's quest for vengeance negatively affect her. Maybe she shuts out her friends and family because she doesn't want them to get hurt, which would not be what her parents would have wanted for her, of course, but if she's willing to bring the whole gang to slaughter, and it's not fucking up her mental, what is the issue? She's been killing niggas the whole game, so it can't be the killing shit, can it? Like, I'm just saying, like, the wild support is good, like, I like it, but it needs a little bit more development for me to, like, really get what they was going for, because I don't see vengeance negatively affect Lynn, so it's like I'm not really agreeing with what this man's saying, but that's just me. I would have liked to have seen Lynn actually get some revenge, or it at least be explored a little bit. Number 4, overhaul the support system. This should be on everyone's list for all the GBA games. Let's face it, this shit sucks. Nobody likes this song abyss at the end of every chapter. Let's be real for a second.
Chill.
It was a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down!
Updated to modern Fire Emblem, and goddamn, fuck these +1 support the growths. It just locks learning about characters behind tedium. Like my church boy fixing femboy deprived edgelord support is locked behind 240 turns of doing nothing? And he's a late game unit?
Try.
What do you mean Raven isn't a late game unit? I'm not talking about their mid-ass support. I'm talking about this one. Speaking of mid-supports though, I'ma be real. I want several supports to be completely rewritten. Raven as Lucian is one of them shits. Their support is so boring. It's like, Lord Raymond, please don't kill yourself. You know you can't fuck up Hector. I'ma do it. Lord Raymond, please don't do it. He has cap defense. I'ma do it. Lord Raymond, please don't do it. Fine, I won't do it because I'm gay. Well, I'm not to break with a woman, you fucking sissy. Ass, mid, change it. I also feel this way about Leo and Jafar. How a girl have abandonment issues and the solution at the end of the support chain is for it to have a trauma-induced breakdown before realizing, oh, this person won't leave me. We did not get down to the root cause of the issue.
If you don't cut that shit out,
isn't even going for angst, and it thinks it's a good ending. Ass, mid, change it, it just didn't age well. Similar shit with Rebecca, who has abandonment issues and her will support. Just like, oh, I hope this guy won't leave me like my brother did. Like, the unresolved trauma in these supports, and them presenting it has cute and a good ending, is like, what's going on? Hector and Elliewood, get this FB6 fan service support out! I hate it. Change it to an actual support. These are two lords talking. And they're talking about their imaginary seeds kissing? What is life? If you want to know my other least favorite supports from FE7, let me know. I can definitely do a video bitching all about my least favorite supports from that game. And my favorite supports, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I love FE7. Number 2, this is a weird one. This is what I mean by unrealistic and not happening. Give Raven a Paralog. Raven should leave your party if he does not get the Lucius A support or something. It's so awkward how one of the niggas in the damn army literally wants to kill Hector, And they do nothing with that at all. And yeah, you just lose a unit if you don't pick up on the signs that you need to resolve this guy's issues. It could be something as simple as a spy from Black Fang approaches Raven and tells him, hey, you should betray the party, and then Raven sets up an ambush. If you give their support, maybe Raven can double cross the spy. It would be a very cool for a blind playthrough, I assure you. As for my number one not happening change that I need in the FE7 remake, I want the FE7 remake to be able to share data with FE6 remake so that we can have child units in FE6 based on the player data from FE7. That was a mouthful, I'm sorry. It could be a free update to make changes to recruitment chapter and appearance of child units. For instance, we need an Urk kid, so you can pair him with Priscilla or Nino. So maybe the Urk kid could therefore be recruited either from the orphanage in FE6, or you can find him in Etruria somewhere. I don't know. That should be fire, to be honest, but I mean, low-key, don't y'all niggas do that, because Urk should not be set up like that. Shafar is taking one for the team like he always does. I also like the idea of Lynn being parents of Lena or Roy. It could be interesting to see them maybe get something like bows on promotion because their mother is Lynn, or add some Cicayan elements to their design. Some extra dialogue if he goes to K route and Roy and Lena are seeing, you know, their ancestral home or whatever. It would be pretty neato. Little shit like that is my dream, as it would allow for so much replay value for both FE6 and FE7 remakes to see all the possible combinations. You could probably think of like so many different child units and different changes you could do based on endings you get in FE7. But you know, as we all know, I'm not the most creative person, so based on like my number one pick, like what are some changes that you think could like happen if FE7 data is used in the FE6 remake and like a free update for the FE6 remake? Like how do you think that would happen, how that would look? This was my short little list of 7 things that I would want in an FE7 remake. Is there anything I missed? That's the end for this video. If you enjoyed the video, join my Discord, hit me up. Still trying to find participants for Emblem Feud. Little update on some animations I've been working on, by the way. It's almost done. Thank you again for your patience. Laters.